We want to have 30,000 students in France coming from India by 2030.
As you have seen in this introduction video, France is well known for welcoming international students, especially Indian students. The France student visa acceptance rate is higher when compared to other top countries like US, UK and Australia. I got my France student visa on 2nd August 2024 and let me tell you, it was one of the best days of my life. In this video, I'm going to tell you all the required documents that will help you to get your student visa. Let's start by organizing all your documents. Create a file on your laptop named My Documents and add all the documents you are having with the proper names. Most of the process is online, so we need PDFs of everything. And trust me guys, this small step will save you a lot of time. And the first document you need to add in the folder is your passport. And the second one is all of your educational documents. From your schooling to the latest completed degree, your 10th class certificate, inter or diploma mark sheets, inter or diploma original certificate, and your latest education. I assume it is bachelor's degree, so mark sheets and transcripts of all the semesters, course completion certificate, medium of instruction, transfer certificate, a letter of recommendations from 2 professors, provisional certificate, bona fide certificate, and original degree. If you are a recent graduate and you don't have the original degree, you can just apply with the course completion certificate and provisional certificate. We also need the certificates of all the courses, internships, projects we have done until now. If you have work experience, you need the work experience letters also. And if you have gap in your career, you have to write a gap justification letter and sign it. I will provide you a list here so you can take a screenshot. And here another important thing is make sure you have the same name in all your documents. In birth certificate, I have a different name. In passport, I have a different name. In college certificates, I have a different name. And in my 10th class certificate, there is a different name. If you think your life is hard and you are facing so many problems, I have started with problems guys. Imagine having different name in each certificate. If you have 1 or 2 name mistakes, you can write an epidemic document saying that this is also my name and this is also my name. But in my case, there are so many different names. So finally what I did and what you have to do is keep the name in the 10th class certificate and use the same name in all the other documents. You can change the name in all other documents, but you cannot change the name in your 10th class certificate. So whatever name is in your 10th class certificate, you have to have the same name in all your documents. I'm a recent graduate, so I have changed my name in the college certificates. Now to apply for a visa, we need an admission in a French college. Prepare a proper resume, cover letter and SOP, statement of purpose. It should be focused on why are you choosing this course, why this college and why this country. You will have high chance of getting into the college if your SOP and cover letter are good. When the college accepts your application, they will send you a contract with all the details. Read the contract carefully, sign it and send it back to them. Now the college will provide you with the bank details. You can pay the first deposit or else full fees payment. Go to any forex bank and pay the fees and save the receipt in the documents. After the fees is deposited to the college bank account, you will get the admission letter. This is very important document and you will use it again and again for every process. As you have paid the first deposit or full fees, the college will provide you with the fees payment receipt. Download and add this document also. The college will send you another document called guarantee document. Your parents or your sponsor who has a stable income has to sign the document and send it to the college. And now we have to start the Campus France process. I am from Andhra Pradesh and my nearest Campus France office is in Hyderabad. So I have applied for the Hyderabad Campus France. This is a mandatory process guys. You cannot apply for the visa without Campus France. We have to create a Campus France account and we have to upload all the documents we have collected until now. Your passport, education documents, internships, work experience and gap justification if you have any gaps in your career. You have to upload all the documents in your Campus France. And this process will take a lot of time if you didn't upload your documents properly. After all the documents are verified, you have to pay the Campus France fees and download the receipt. You will get a mail from the Campus France manager for your interview date. If you are living far from the office, you can take the online interview also. And this interview is like an introduction of yourself. They will ask you the questions based on your resume, SOP and cover letter. And remember this guys, you don't need to show funds in your account for the Campus France interview. And they are not going to ask any questions based on your funding or who is going to sponsor you. I will make a separate video about the Campus France. This video is mainly focused on the documentation. After the interview, you have to wait for the Campus France NOC, no objection certificate. It is like an acceptance letter. You can download it from the Campus France website once you got the confirmation mail from the Campus France manager. And make a screenshot of the Campus France confirmation mail. And don't forget to take the mail screenshot and save it into the files. Because in my VFS office, they asked me for the mail screenshot. And now we have completed 50% of the process. And another 50% is more documents. And trust me guys, submitting the documents is way more easier than being nervous and answering tricky questions in the visa office. So documentation is the best. Now we have to start preparing for the VFS Global application. For that we need to book an accommodation in a French owner and we need a contract. Or else we can also book a temporary accommodation in Airbnb or booking.com. But to be on the safe side, we have to book a proper accommodation. I said I got scammed in the accommodation part, and I will make a clear video about it within next week. In that video, I will tell you how to book the accommodation without getting into the scams. After booking the accommodation, you have to book the flight ticket. You might be thinking like, dude, I didn't even get the visa, but you are telling me to book accommodation and even the flight ticket. Well, as I told you before, the France visa has high acceptance rate. They will accept your visa if you have proper documentation. So you have to book the flight ticket also, and an international travel insurance for a minimum of 90 days starting from your flight ticket date. You know what I did? I booked the insurance first from 25th August. Later when I checked the flight tickets, on 19th August the flight ticket was cheap, so I booked the flight ticket on 19th. So I have to book another insurance or else I have to change the date. If I tell my parents that I have to book another insurance, they will definitely shout at me like hell. I keep on calling the customer service and sent so many mails to the insurance company. So finally they changed the start date of my insurance. So don't make the mistakes I have made. And now the financial documents. Let me make it simple for you. The main purpose of the financial documents is to show the visa office that you're super rich, you have a lot of money, and you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You can go to France and stay there for 1 year, and you can pay the 1 year college fees with the amount in your bank account or in your sponsor's bank account. And to show that your parents and your sponsors are well settled and they are paying tax in India, and they can support you and send you money if you need anything in your entire stay in France. So all the documents you are collecting will show this. You can show the proof of funds in your personal bank account or in education loan or in fixed deposits. If you are showing the funds in your personal bank account, the fund should be 3 months matured, which means you have to keep the funds in your bank account for more than 3 months. So whatever financials you are showing, you have to show 1 year living expenses and 1 year tuition fees in your account or in sponsor's account or in education loan or in fixed deposits. And if you are showing FD or education loan, at least show 5 lakhs of personal savings. You may have a doubt that shall we show 1 year course fees or 2 years course fees. Even if you have 2 years course, you have to show 1 year living expenses and 1 year remaining tuition fees. Let me give you 2 examples. I have a 2 years course. My 1 year living expenses is 10 lakhs and my 1 year remaining tuition fees is 12 lakhs. So total 22 lakhs, but I showed 40 lakhs in my bank account just to be on the safe side. And another example, one of my friend, he is in 1 year course. He paid all the tuition fees and his 1 year living expenses are 9 lakhs, but he showed 12 lakhs in his bank account and he got his visa accepted. Actually, I have the funds in my bank account for 2 months and 7 days. Still I have applied for the visa. I just applied because I don't have much time, but still I got the visa. I'm always late and I don't like peace. I want problems. And another important thing is I have also submitted the original balance certificate from the bank. As for the education loan, you need to have the equivalent amount. That's it. Even you get the loan sanction letter 5 days back or 10 days back, you can just apply with it. And now affidavit of support, which means an electronic 100 rupees stamp paper or 50 rupees stamp paper. Your parents or your sponsors will sign in it saying that they will support you for your education. You can get this in a notary office. And you need to submit last 3 years of ITRs of your parents or your sponsors. If you have prior work experience, you can add your pay slips, your ITRs or Form 16. These income tax return documents are very tricky, and if you didn't file them properly, you have to pay a lot of tax in the future. If you need any help with the ITR filing, you can just book a call with me. I know so many good and genuine chartered accountants. My sister is a chartered accountant and all her friends are running chartered account firms. If you need any help, you can book a call with me and I will connect you with them so you can save a lot of money. And now the account statements. You need to show 3 to 6 months of account statements with proper fundings and regular transactions. My parents have the retail clothing store, so in 4 months they have 70 pages of transactions. So I just submitted all the 70 pages of transactions. And now the expense statement. As I told you before, you have to mention 1 year living expenses and 1 year course fees. So in this document, you will clearly mention what is your total college fees, how much you have paid, and what is your remaining college fees. So remember this one, guys. When you book your accommodation, you will have the monthly rent. If your rent is only 400 and you are paying 300 euros for groceries, then it is 700 euros. So 700 into 12 is your 1 year living expenses, which is 7 into 12, 10 sevens are 70, 10 sevens are 70, oh what is 70, yeah, 10 sevens are 70, 77, 77 plus another 7.
Stop it. Get some help.
77, 77 plus 7, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Okay, 84,000 euros. Fuck, not 8,400 euros. Yeah, 8,400 euros. I think I'm bad in maths, guys. I'm bad in maths. So I think it is 8,400 euros. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you have to show 8,400 euros as your 1 year living expenses. Another example, if your monthly rent is 700 euros, so you have to show another 300 as the groceries. This 300 euros is minimum. So total 1,000 euros will be your monthly expenses. So you have to show 1,000 into 12. 1,000 into 12 is 12,000. So 12,000 euros is your yearly living expenses in France. And you need to mention how much funds is available in the student account and how much funds is available in the sponsor's account. And the relationship with the sponsor also. And if you have education loan, in which bank you have the loan, and if you have fixed deposits, in which bank you have the fixed deposits, and what is the amount. You have to mention everything in the expense statement. In the end, you have to subtract all the expenses from the total money you are having. So you will be left out with some balance amount. And keep the balance amount as high as possible, which means you have to show more money in your bank accounts. The last and most important documents, statement of purpose and cover letter. These documents will decide your future. If you use ChatGPT to write your SOP or cover letter, it will not work. Your visa will be rejected because you are not physically present in the visa office. So they don't know your story, if you are confident or not, why you are applying for this course, they don't know any of these things. So you have to write a full-fledged SOP. You have to write your entire story in the SOP and present it to them. And don't forget the cover letter. I know some people who has visa rejections and they all have the same reason for the rejection, which is they didn't find the proper reason for your studies in France. If you have all the proper documents and your visa is rejected, which means you have not written the full-fledged SOP, or else they are not satisfied with the SOP. I will make an in-depth video about the SOP soon. And after collecting all the documents, you can book an appointment for the VFS and submit the documents and you will get the visa. I have spent 3 entire days working on this video and I'm super tired. I have seen all the comments and many of you are asking for more videos. So I'm doing this video for you guys. If you have any doubts in your documents or in process, you can call me at any time. This is my WhatsApp number. I will leave it in the description also. Of course, it is not free. I will also follow. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Right now, I'm charging 11 rupees for 5 minutes of my time. And this is just an introduction call. You can ask why 11 rupees for 5 minutes? Well, it is my date of birth, 11th May. So I have added 11 and 5. This is a limited time offer, guys. You can book the call right now. This is the WhatsApp number. And it is in the description also. And thank you so much for your support, guys.